Suppose you're new to innovative home products, their functionality, and their benefits. In that case, the Homekit ecosystem may appear intimidating and perplexing, but getting started is straightforward and clear. Learning the ins and outs of Homekit after setup takes some time, but it's not complicated. Having interconnected electronics that can interact with one another and be automated can save time and help you live more efficiently. In this video, we will talk about 10 creative Homekit automation ideas. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Number 10. Smart Wake Up Light. Set a smart bulb to slowly get brighter before your alarm goes off. This will help you feel more relaxed and energized when you wake up. We'll use Siri shortcuts to do this, and there are two ways. Create separate Homekit scenes to increase the brightness of lights by 10%. Set the brightness by hand in the automation. You will need Smart Light Bulb, Siri shortcuts to create a Homekit automation. Rule: make a time of day automation in shortcuts and choose the time you want the automation to run. Make a shortcut out of the automation. Start by choosing Control Home and setting the light to 0% brightness. Choose a wait action from the scripting menu and set it to wait for 3 minutes, 180 seconds. After the wait action, choose Control Home and set the brightness to 10%. Keep doing this until the lights are at 50%. Number 9. Begin to light up your house as the sun sets. As the sun goes down, it will get darker in your house. Set your lights to come on over a certain amount of time so that you won't be left in the dark when the sun goes down. This automation will work the same way as the last one, but with different rules. If you're doing this with a group of smart lights, it will be easier to make a set of scenes where the lights get 10 times brighter. You will need a smart light bulb or a group of intelligent lights. Shortcuts for Siri to set up Homekit automation. Rules: in shortcuts, make a time of day automation and choose the sunset option. Make a shortcut out of the automation. Choose the Control Home action and turn off all the lights. Choose a wait action from the scripting menu and set it to wait for however long you like. After the wait action, choose Control Home and turn the lights up to 10%. Do this until the lights are as bright as you want them to be. Take this a step further, you can add an if statement in the scripting menu to make this only run when the lights are off. Number 8. Turn on the lights in a room when a door sensor is triggered. Never go into a dark room again. Set up a group of lights to turn on when you open your door, and you'll never have to reach for your phone or the light switch again. You will need one or more intelligent lights, a window or door sensor. Home Plus, Eve, or Siri are examples of third-party home apps. Quick ways to add more conditions. Rules: when a sensor detects something, make new automation. Set the automation to go off when the door opens. Set a scene to happen when the door opens. To take this a step further, add more conditions using Siri shortcuts or a third-party app. Add a rule that says the automation will only run when the lights are off. If not, the lights will start over every time the door opens. Number 7. Automated night lights. It would be much easier to get around your house at night if there was some light to show you the way. Set up an automation so that the lights will dim when a motion sensor detects movement at night. You will need rules for smart lights with motion sensors. When a sensor detects something, make a new automation. Set the automation trigger to go off when the motion sensor detects motion. Add a time condition so that the automation only runs between midnight and when you wake up. Set up a scene in which a group of low brightness lights turn on when the motion sensor detects movement. Number 6. 15-second light timer. When walking through a room, you might want a little light to help you see where you're going. You don't have a smart button or a motion sensor in that room, so how will you make the lights turn on and off by themselves? We can do this with a virtual light switch. You'll need Homebridge so you can download the plugin that makes a virtual switch that turns off by itself after 15 seconds. Here you can find out more. You will need, after 15 seconds, this virtual switch turns off. Rules for smart lights. When an accessory is controlled, make a new automation. Set up the automation to run when the virtual switch is turned on. When it's on, turn on the room's lights. Repeat this and set up an automation that turns off the lights when the virtual switch is turned off. Now you have to tell Siri to turn on the virtual switch, and you don't have to worry about the lights turning off when you leave the room. Number 5. Turn on a fan or air conditioner with a temperature sensor. If you have a temperature humidity sensor, use it to turn on the air conditioner or a fan when it gets too hot for you. We can't set this up directly in Homekit because the Home app doesn't let us use temperature sensors in automation. Instead, we'll need to use a third-party app. You will need a smart plug that is connected to a smart thermostat or smart fan, a sensor for temperature and humidity, a third-party app like Eve or Home Plus that can make Homekit automation. Rules: create an automation that starts when the temperature exceeds 30 degrees Celsius using a third-party app. When this happens, you should turn on a fan or air conditioner. You can turn this off after a certain amount of time or by making a second automation that turns it off when the temperature drops below a certain level. Number 4. Complete your entire night routine in one command. Instead of using multiple automation to lock up your house and then setting the alarm to wake you up the following day, you can do both with one automation. Make a Siri shortcut that can do all of these things with just one command. You will need a Homekit scene that stops the music, turns off the lights, locks the doors, etc. Shortcuts for Siri. Rules: set up a new shortcut to run the scene that locks your house. Add a command to the shortcut that starts your alarm clock. You can also add different actions like turning off the volume on your phone and setting it to Do Not Disturb. Lastly, start Siri and tell her the name of the shortcut. This will create a shortcut. Number 3. Wake up in warmth, not cold. Everyone can understand this. When we wake up in the morning, your house is freezing. We don't want to get out of bed, which throws off our daily routine. Suppose you have an outdoor temperature sensor like the Eve Outdoor or even an indoor temperature sensor. In that case, you can set your thermostat to heat your house as you wake up. What you'll need: a temperature sensor for use indoors or outdoors. The rules of a smart thermostat. Set the automation to run only before you wake up in the morning. If the temperature inside or outside is below a certain level, like 19.5 degrees Celsius, turn on the heat. Turn it off after a certain number of times when the temperature in your house is just right. Set it to only run when someone is home to take it a step further. Number 2. Change the lights to blue when there is a water leak. There is nothing worse than having a water leak in your house and not knowing about it. Fix this by putting a water leak sensor where leaks tend to happen and setting it up to send you an alert when it finds a leak. You will need a sensor for a water leak, a smart light or a group of smart lights which have RGB capabilities, a HomePod from Apple. Rules: make new automation that starts when the sensor detects a leak. When this takes place, if the lights are red, change them to blue, and you can also set a HomePad to play an alarm sound effect from Apple Music if you want a sound alert. Number 1. Motion-controlled lighting. Occupancy sensors are hard to find, so why not use a motion sensor as a makeshift occupancy sensor to turn your lights on and off when someone is in the room? You will need motion sensor rules for a smart light. Make simple automation that turns on the lights when someone moves. You can add any time conditions you want. Now we'll set up the automation to turn the light off. Make new automation in Siri shortcuts and set it to run when a sensor detects something. Choose the same motion sensor as your first automation and stops detecting motion. choose if from the scripting menu and set the condition to if a lamp in the room is on. Add a repeat action inside the if statement and tell it to repeat 30 times or however many times you want. Add a wait action to the repeat action and set it to wait for 3 seconds. After the wait action, add a second if statement and set the condition to if the motion sensor detects motion. Add an exit shortcut action to this if statement and leave it as the default. With the second if statement and the repeat action, we're done. Add a control home action after end repeat and set it to turn off the lights. What do you think of our video? Let me know about your favorite part of the video in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more home automation videos, subscribe and leave a comment saying I subscribed. I'll personally reply to you in the comment section. See you next time. Thanks for watching.